Okay, here we go. I just had to do a Zoom update, so hopefully I'll get this right. Also, we will start today immediately with the prep. We will forego the little bit of the silent time beforehand. So let's get going here. We will use our stick, so go ahead and grab your stick. And again, we want to just check our 3 points of contact. So we're going to use the tactile sensation of feeling the stick on our spine at the level of our head, the back of our head, on our spine in between our shoulder blades, and then down at our tailbone. And so we want to feel ourselves rising up the length of that stick, feeling ourselves becoming taller, lengthening the spine, drawing the chin in. So I'm not bringing my head back to get that head contact. See how my chin is out. If I take that away, this isn't the way I want to live life. So we want to make sure to draw the chin in and the head up in order to feel that alignment properly. So we'll stand tall there. Just kind of give you a moment or two if you want to close your eyes to feel that. Sometimes we overcompensate with our vision and use our visual sensations to kind of key us into where we're at, but we've got a lot more sensations that the body uses to give us feedback. So we want to be able to incorporate those as well. And so if we close our eyes, we can take that vision away and let those other ones start to percolate and talk to us. You might start to become more aware of other things as well with your eyes closed. And if you need to switch your arm position to accommodate anything happening in your arms, you can do that. You can keep your eyes closed if they're closed, or you can open them, and we're going to just hinge now. So you want to maintain those 3 points of contact. We want to keep the knees straight but not locked. And then we want to just pivot at the level of our hips, maintaining those 3 points of contact as far as you can until you feel a break in those 3 points or you feel a stretch that is just a little bit too overwhelming in your legs. So knowing that you can feel that stretch is a good indicator that you're keeping your back in good alignment, so that when we get to the point where we might not be using the stick and we're hinging like this, that's good feedback to tell you that you have your back in a good spot. All right. So just place that stick off to the side momentarily. And we're just going to do some easy squats, and we're going to try and reach down to the floor. Okay, so just organize your feet as you need to. Just begin to slowly reach down to the floor and then come up into a full standing position, going at a pace that works for you, trying to reach a little bit further down each time, trying to touch the floor, just trying to work it through the hips. We'll do one more with the floor touch. And then as we stand this time, we'll add a reach overhead, trying to reach as high as we can to the ceiling, then bringing the arms down, sit to reach to the floor, stand to reach to the ceiling. So we're just trying to go full range of motion to our feet, to above our head. Again, at a pace that works with you. We don't want to go at a pace so fast that we compromise our range of motion. Let's just do one more here. Good. And then standing with our feet at normal width, we're just going to heel toe rocker up onto our toes, and then pulling those toes up without hinging our hips. So we really want to try to activate all those muscles in the front of the legs, below the waist or below the hips. And again, take your time with this on the range of motion that you have. Let's do two more. And then we're just going to walk in place on our toes, try to get as high as we can walking forward and backward. Trying to be as high on our toes as we can. And then let's maybe do sideways, just stepping sideways, remaining on our toes. And then if you want to walk it forward and backward again, you can do that. And then down, shake it loose. And with the right arm, we're just going to swing in a circle in a forward pattern, keeping our shoulders loose. Once you feel like you've got the right arm going, then we're going to take the left arm going backward. So right arm moves forward, left arm moves backward. A little bit of a brain challenge or a brain tease here. And we're still able to maintain our 3 points of contact as we do this. Let's do one more. And then shake it loose. And now with the left arm, we'll bring that forward. And once you feel like you have that locked in, then we'll take the right arm backward. Same concept, just switching the directions of the right and left arm. Still able to breathe normally, freely, and easily. Let's do two more. And then shake that loose. And then with our arms and gradually incorporating our whole body, we're just going to make nice, easy figure eights with our arms. So you can see how I weight transfer my body from one foot to the other to accommodate the size of that figure eight. Once you make a full figure eight, then just reverse the direction. Again, you can make it high and low loopy, get more of your body incorporated with it. Let's do one more. Very good, and shake it loose. Get a drink if you need it. We'll be using our sticks almost exclusively today, so make sure you have that ready. We'll use those right away. So you can just kind of create variability for yourself by changing the width of your hands from where the center of the stick is. So you can be narrow, you can be wide. You can switch that up as we go through these things. We'll be doing whole body movements, but incorporating the use of the stick at times as we do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lunge diagonally forward. So instead of just stepping forward, I'm going to step forward, but I'm going to do it at a diagonal. And as I do that, I'm going to raise my hands overhead every time I step forward. When I step back, I'll bring the stick back down. Okay? So we'll start that process, let's see here, in about 5 seconds. So pick the foot you want to begin with in 3, 2, and 1. So a big lunge, raising that stick up, and then alternating from side to side. Under control with each step. Still inhaling and exhaling as you do this. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake everything loose. We're going to go down to the floor. We're going to be on our stomachs. And all we're going to do is we're going to keep a Y arm position. So it'll be this. So if I'm laying down, all I'm going to try to do is just gradually try to lift the stick away from the floor. Okay, so I'll give you a side view of this on the ground. Make sure the clock looks good. Again, nice and long with the spine, keeping the shoulders relaxed as we do this, looking straight down at the floor. We'll start in 5 seconds. We're just going to raise and lower the stick from this position. In 3, 2, and 1. Raise up as high as you can, and then gradually lower to the floor. Maintaining 3 points of contact through your spine as well as you can. If you can't raise and lower the stick, then just hold a position that you can manage and keep it there. About 20 more seconds. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and then hold it there for a moment. I apologize about that. Yes, we'll roll over to our backs. The stick will remain in hand, and we're going to do an opposite side dying bug touch. So I'm going to reach my right hand to my left foot, and then my left hand to my right foot as I lie on my back. Okay, we'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. Again, obviously, how wide or narrow your hands are on the stick will affect how this feels quite dramatically. So just adjust it as you need to. 15 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Rolling to one side, push yourself up, coming to your feet. So as we resume on our feet, we're going to twist. So it'll be a pivot with the feet. Okay. But we're going to hold the stick in the up position here overhead. So as we do this, we want to resist the urge to shrug our shoulders, keep those shoulders down. Arms as much as we can in the plane of our spine. Hold that position and then twist from there. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, we want to get full range of motion. So adjust your speed of movement to accommodate that range of motion. Use your eyes to look for something behind you to encourage your body to turn entirely. Twenty more seconds. Inhale and exhale, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and shake that loose. We're going to be in a stride position, and we're going to do a U swing. So the U swing looks like this. Stride position means that one foot is forward and one foot is back. As much as you can, we want to try and keep it on the same line like on a tightrope. But if you're having a balance challenge, you can widen that step just a little bit. We'll do it with each foot forward. So don't worry what you start with. We'll do both as we proceed through this process. So just a U swing in a stride position starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. So your balance might challenge how far you're able to do the range of motion. So you want to defer to keeping good balance as you do that U swing. Fifteen more seconds. There you go. 3, 2, and 1. Shake that loose. We'll repeat that again with the feet switched. So opposite foot forward and opposite foot back. And we'll go again in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. 20 more seconds. 10 left. 2, 1, and shake it loose. We're going to go back to a twist, but instead of having the arms overhead, we're going to grab the stick in an underhand position instead of overhand, underhand, and we're going to keep the stick at shoulder height. And then we'll just do our twist from there. Okay, just a little bit different feel with the shoulders. We'll start that in 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just subtle things like this can give it a big and different feel, even though it seems small and innocent. So just kind of play with it. There might be something there that surprises you. Maybe it will help your range of motion. Maybe it'll hinder it. Just do the best you can. We want to keep those 3 points of contact through our spine so we're not folding our body forward. We're standing tall. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Grab a drink, catch your breath if you need it. The next few movements, actually 2 movements, we'll do without the stick, so you can place that off to the side. So we're going to balance on one leg, and we're going to try and reach down to the floor with 2 hands. And what I want you to do is to focus on allowing the knee to bend as much as you can as you do this. So we're going to let those knees and those hips bend and try to touch the floor as well as we can. If you need something sturdy beside you for balance, go ahead and grab that. Pick your foot. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Reaching as close to the floor as you can, then standing tall, allowing those hips and those knees to bend to accommodate you reaching to the ground. "15 more seconds on this leg. 3, 2, and 1, and shake loose. We'll repeat that same thing on the other leg. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Same concept, other leg. "20 more seconds. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, shake that loose. Going to be the same concept. It'll be single leg balance. We're going to reach to the floor with 2 hands. This time what we want to do is we want to try to keep the knee as straight as we can. All right, so it's a different emphasis. So you're going to feel a big stretch. If you do it right, you'll feel a big stretch, and that might be the limiting factor. So just try to reach as far as you can to the ground, as much as that stretch will allow, and then proceed from there. Okay? We'll start in 5 seconds. So pick a foot, and then we'll go from there. 2, 1, here we go. As far as you can, and then right back up to standing. We're trying to hold balance as well as we can throughout that whole range, reaching to the floor and then back up again. Fifteen more seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it out. We'll repeat that again on the other foot. And we'll start that in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. Again, the floor is the target, but you may not reach it. So just do the best you can to reach as far as you can, and then come back up in balance. So it may feel a little clunky, but just do the best you can. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. We're going to grab our sticks, and we're going to hinge just the way we did in the prep. So now that we've gone through some of these movements, you're going to be able to maybe challenge that range of motion a little bit more. So that's what I want you to try to do. So we're going to actually feel that stick on our spine, and we're just going to go through the same hinge process we did in the prep. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Good 3 points of contact. Hinging at the hips as far as you can, feeling that big stretch, and then coming right back up, and then repeating that process over and over again. Just maybe make note of how it felt in the prep versus how it feels now. If what we've done so far has helped loosen things up or help you be unblocked so that you can successfully do this, maybe a little bit further range of motion into that forward position. 10 more seconds. Or maybe you go the whole range and you don't feel the stretch as much. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake it loose. And we're going to go back to the floor. We're going to do 2 movements. Again, one on the stomach and then one on our back. So we did Y arms before on our stomach. This time it's the letter I. So we're just going to narrow our hand grip. Instead of being wide out, we're going to just narrow it and then raise and lower the arms and the stick from there. Okay? So we'll start that process in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds, hold on to that stick. 2, 1, and raise and lower that stick as well as you can. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Trying not to shrug the shoulders to raise the stick up. Engage the muscles of the back. Between the shoulder blades, you might even feel the lower back engage to try to give you support and stability. 15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll roll onto our backs. Again, you can have a wide or narrow grip with the stick. This time it'll be same side dying bug touch. So right hand to right foot, left hand to left foot. We'll begin that process starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, in 2, 1, here we go. Trying to keep those elbows and knees as straight as we can as we reach to the top. 20 seconds left. 10 left. 3, 2, and 1. Roll to one side. Push yourselves up. Catch your breath. Grab a drink if you need it. So we'll be doing a U swing, just a conventional U swing. So we want to keep the feet active to let our hips turn. The trajectory of the stick will look like this, but this time, again, instead of the overhand grip, we're going to do underhand grip as we perform that U swing, okay? Just do the best you can with that. We'll start in 10 seconds. Again, you can go wide or narrow too. You just decide what you want. Starting in 5 seconds. Smooth and controlled. 2, 1, here we go. It's trying to work out those clunky parts. Have everything be and feel as smooth as you can. Keeping the feet loose and light on the ground. "15 more seconds. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and shake it loose. We're going to continue with this underhand grip. We're going to do a twist and cross up. So as I twist to my right, my left arm is going to swing up. As I go left, my right arm is going to swing up. Okay, so twist and cross up, keeping an underhand grip with the stick. We'll begin that process in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. So we're twisting. So again, we want to look for something behind us, get our bodies to turn and twist, as the name would suggest. But we're just doing something a little funky with the stick as we do that. The center of the stick stays at about collarbone or heart height. And then we just roll the stick around from there. 15 more seconds. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and recover. Same grip, but we're going to do twist and cross down. So as I go to my right, my left arm is under. As I go to my left, my right arm is under. Okay? Otherwise, it's the same exact concept as what we just did. We'll start in 5 seconds. Again, keep the center of the stick at about collarbone or heart height. 2, 1, and here we go. Looking for something behind you still, trying to twist with your body. Watch out for lights or other things that are around you, especially over your head. Loose with the feet. 15 more seconds. 5 left. 2, 1, and shake everything out. You can place that stick off to the side. Do a little bit more balance challenge here. So we're going to just do an arc swing. So we're going to balance on one leg. The opposite leg is going to swing around in an arcing pattern as far as you can around to the front and to the back. Okay. We'll do it with each leg balancing. So pick a leg you want to start with, knowing that we'll switch it up. We'll start in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Big balance challenge. Swing that leg as far as you can. Fifteen more seconds on this leg. 3, 2, and 1. Shake everything out. We'll repeat that same thing again with the opposite leg as a balanced leg, swinging the other leg around. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. So you can challenge the balanced leg and simultaneously challenge the swing leg with how far you're taking it and how high you're swinging it. So there's a bunch of ways you can address this or attack it. So just pick something and push that envelope of comfort a little bit. This is the time and place to do it. Five more seconds. 2, 1, and shake it loose. Sticking with the balance challenge, we're going to do a skateboarder's lunge and reach. So if I'm balancing on my right leg, I'm going to cycle my left leg without touching it down like this. And as I do that, as I swing the leg back, I'm going to reach down with the same side arm toward the floor. Then I'll come up, cycle the leg, and repeat that process over again. And I'll try to give you a good view of that as we do it in real time. Okay? So all the action is happening on the side of the body that's not the balanced leg. Might be a better way of thinking about it. We'll start in 5 seconds. Pick your balance leg. In 2, 1, and here we go. As that leg cycles through, then we reach down to the floor with the same side arm. You can reach up before you reach down if you'd like. Just make it something interesting for you. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. We'll repeat that same exact thing with the opposite arms and legs doing the work. And we'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Keep breathing. 20 seconds left. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, And one. Shake it loose, grab a drink, catch your breath. We'll resume with the stick again. So the leg movement we're going to do here is we're going to do a crossover lunge. So I'm going to cross in front, drop my hip down, cross in front with the other side, drop my hips down. Whatever direction you're moving in with the stick, you're going to lean in that same direction. Okay? So when I cross over moving to the left, I'll lean to the left, and same thing to the right. I'll give you a side view because it'll also help me not hit things, and maybe it'll give a better view of what it is that you're trying to do. Okay? Again, watch out for things above you, especially that you're not going to hit anything with your stick. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds. Relax those shoulders. 2, 1, and here we go. Cross over, lean in the same direction, up, and cross over to the other side, leaning in that same direction. Again, we're leaning with the body. We're not just swinging our arms. And we are trying to drop our hips. So we're trying to lower our hips as we do that lean. Pretty difficult. Just do the best you can. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. We're going to go down to the floor. We're going to be on our tummies. And we're going to do a superhuman reach. And the first time we do it, we're going to try and pull the stick and make it as long as we can. So we're going to pull from the center. And then the second time we do it, we're going to try and push to the center of the stick. So again, you can play with the width of your arms, but the posture of our body is going to be the same as we lie down on the floor. So we're on our stomachs, reaching overhead. We're going to pull first, starting in 5 seconds. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just trying to pull hard. Still able to breathe as we do this. 3 points of contact through our spine as we do this. Just feel what's happening throughout your entire body as you try to pull that stick and make it longer. 20 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Now instead of pulling the stick, we're going to try and push. We're going to push the stick towards the center, trying to collapse it or make it shorter. Better in your view here. How hard you apply that pressure is totally up to you. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, and here we go. Pressing to the center, drawing those shoulders down and back. Inhale and exhale. 20 more seconds. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and relax. Bring yourselves up onto your feet. So I'll give you extra time to get on your feet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to keep our sticks behind our backs. We're going to keep our palms facing forward. And all we're going to do is we're going to try and pull the stick away from our hips without compromising our spine in any way, through our head all the way down to our tailbone, just trying to pull the stick back as far as we can, maintaining those 3 points of contact. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Just test your range of motion with this. You don't have to get too crazy with it. The most important thing is that you maintain your spinal position as you pull that stick away. "15 more seconds. 2, 1, and recover. We're going to bring that stick overhead. Anywhere you can hold it, from this position here into the up and overhead position here, and we're going to try and push to the center. We're going to try and apply pressure to the center, trying to collapse that stick as well as we can. So again, it's just a static hold. We're trying to apply internal pressure and tension. We'll start in 5 seconds. Find that stick position. 2, 1, and here we go. Monitor your shoulder position. We're not shrugging to hold the stick up, so I'm not doing any of this. My shoulder blades are drawn down on my ribs. I'm pushing to the center. Still breathing. I'm not breath holding as I push. 15 more seconds. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and recover. We're going to pull from the center of the stick this time, and as we do that, we're going to raise the stick from this position into the overhead position, and if you want to pull it back, you can, and then bring it right back down. But the whole time, we're trying to pull from the center of the stick again, keeping the elbows straight. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1, pull, and then raise and lower that stick. You decide what your range of motion is. Maintaining 3 points of contact in your spine, no matter where that stick is. "15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Sticks off to the side. Single leg balance. All we're going to do is we're going to try to kick to the front and kick to the back. So I'm going to balance on one leg. I'm going to kick forward. Then I'm going to kick back. Kick forward and then kick back. How far, how high in each direction is totally up to you. Again, we're trying to play that balance between the range of motion on the swing leg and the balance that we can keep on the support leg. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Kicking forward and back as we balance on one leg. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down, shake it loose. Same concept on the other leg. We'll start that in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, in 2, 1, and here we go. We have 15 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. Sticking with balance. Instead of kicking forward and backward, we're going to kick to the side, kind of a circular fashion. So we call it a frog kick. So we're just going to raise the knee up, kick out, and then bring it down, and then keep cycling that way. We'll do it once on each side without switching side to side. So pick a leg, and then we'll go for that just like we did on the last one. Starting in 5 seconds. In 2, 1. Here we go. Pick that knee up, kick out to the side, bring it back without touching if you can, and then repeat that process. So we're trying to challenge the sideways support and sideways mobility of the hips in moving side to side. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. Other side in 10 seconds. We'll start our wind down after this. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Fifteen seconds left. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Both feet down. Shake it loose. Catch your breath real quick if you need to. And we'll stand tall to begin the wind down, the recovery, the warm down, the cool down, whatever you want to call it. So let's start by maintaining those 3 points of contact, and then gently tilt your head to your right. We're just yielding to gravity here, so we're not forcing the head over. And then we'll bring that back to neutral, and then up and over to the left. And then bring that head back to neutral again. We're going to take the left arm, bring it behind. We're going to grab the wrist with your right hand, pull that left arm across, and then again, gently tilt your head to your right. So we're just adding a little bit more to what's happening on the side of the shoulder and neck. Again, we're not forcing the head over, but we are pulling that arm behind across our body. And then head up to neutral, release the arm, bring that arm across in front, hook it with that right arm again, and then just pull it close. Again, good 3 points of contact as we stand here. So that chin is drawn in. I'm not reaching out as I pull in. I'm keeping those 3 points of contact intact. And release that arm. Bring it up and behind. Grab the elbow as you can. Pull it down or across. Again, holding 3 points of contact still. Still able to breathe as we hold these positions. And release the arms down, shake it out a little bit. Taking that right arm, bringing it behind, grabbing that wrist, pulling the arm across from behind, and then gently tilting your head to your left. Just breathing. And then head back to neutral. Release that arm. Shake it loose a little bit, then bring that right arm out and across. Hook it underneath, pulling it close as we hold 3 points of contact. And then gently release that, shake it loose. Bring that right arm up and behind as you can, grabbing that elbow as you can, pulling it down and or across. And release the arm, shake it loose. Alternating shoulder rolls forward and backward. Just trying to test that range of motion as much as we can. One more time in each direction. And then reach tall with a big inhale. As we exhale, swing those arms out and down, trying to reach as far as we can. And with the completion of the breath, our arms are down. And we will call that one done. Good job, you guys. We will see you next time. Thanks for being here.